Da 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 da. All right, everybody. Game number 7. This is for all of the marbles and all of the death whistles and all of the prize money, etc. Not quite, not quite. I mean, it's for a big chunk of, prize money. Game 7. We're at 3-3. It's a best of 7. This is the last game unless we have a weird bug. Let's keep our fingers crossed. No weird bug, okay? All right, we got Victor here in the blue. He's playing Quetzalcoatl. This is a water map. We've seen, Kets have a super sick, economy and everything, advanced times, etc. on water. So good pick there by Victor. We got Mariano going for ISIS. Again, before I pass it over to you, Darth, I swear I can't remember exactly which series it was, but I think it was the semifinals, Mariano against Victor, where we had this exact same matchup. I think maybe for the semifinal game. And it ended up bugging out. There was some, we had to restart, blah, blah, blah. There was all this drama. It was intense. So I think this is a poetic way to, to wrap up the tournament. What are your thoughts? ISIS against Kets. What are your thoughts? Tell me.
Well, we have seen that Quetz is very, 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 very strong on water maps. Having said that and keeping that in mind, this is the best ISIS map in the whole game. We are in for a very, very, very interesting game, and I am all in to see a late game, because either we're going to see a power spike move by both players, like a God Power or Ancestors Eclipse, or we're going to see a late game, because there's no way this game ends in another way.
Well, it's interesting that you say that, because in one of the games that we played in that semifinal that I'm talking about, in one of those games, Mariano did use Ancestors Eclipse on Victor's economy, and he completely devastated it. And then the follow-up to that, once we restored, the game went completely differently. So I'm very curious to see how this will, play out. Is Mariano going to go for some AE play again on the economy? Is he, I don't know. Snoke, do you have any thoughts about Quetzalcoatl on Anatolia?
Well, the last time they played on Anatolia, Victor went with Tezca, and I feel like Cats is stronger on water, and Cats has the better late game. So if he can get to late game, he can be in a great position too. So Cats has the higher, more attack for the towers. When you age up, your attacking buildings gain more attack, so that can factor into late game.
That affects docks. Does that affect docks?
The dogs?
The docks.
Good question. I'm not sure if it does affect the docks, but that's a good question.
Okay. Not that it makes that big of a difference, but still.
The Feathered Serpent is a special myth unit that Cats gets in Mythic Age after you research his first special tech, and that's a really strong and powerful myth unit. It's like the Nidhogg. That's true.
And explain the Feathered...
Usage, of course.
You only get one usage, you said. Yeah, explain that a little bit. I remember seeing that. I can't remember which series, but I remember seeing that on Marsh. So explain the Feathered Serpent.
JJ versus Shadowfax.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you have to dump something like 400 wood, gold, and food, and like 25 favor. Right.
Okay.
So yeah, it's quite expensive.
So it's kind of like it's almost like a Nidhogg that you can buy, and you said you can only buy at one time, right?
Right. It doesn't have the area of effect attack that Nidhogg does, but it's pretty tanky. It has a lot of health and like 40 damage, like pretty high damage.
Okay. Well, interesting. Okay. I really, that would be, for me, that would be the ultimate way to finish out this tournament is, to see a late game with all the tricks in the book from Aztec, from Quetzalcoatl, pulled out. Let's see what Victor can do. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. I don't know if everybody else wants to see an hour-long game, but I know I do. So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. Let's see what we get, though.
Look what Victor is doing.
Again.
Yeah. Look at this, Victor. He's creating a wall Actually, all those Chinampas.
Oh my god. Yeah, it was Grass and Groom against Ulysses. Sorry. This is brilliant. Oh my god, this is brilliant. Okay, let's explain. Well, Snoke, explain these Chinampas real quick.
So the Chinampas are like water gardens. You can only make them on water. And then you have to garrison a fishing ship inside them to gather either food or gold. And they also have attack as well, like towers do, but they're not as strong as towers.
Yeah, 280 hit points, so pretty weak compared to an actual building, but 12 attack with the garrisoned fishing ship, that's pretty OP. Bro, there's going to be 48 attack right here on these Chinampas once he finishes up that one Chinampa right there and gets a fishing ship inside of it. Wait. Do you have to age up for the Chinampas to attack?
I believe so. I think, no, it's just classical age.
Yeah. Victor's not advancing just yet, dudes. Oh, duh. He is already up. Okay. He is already up. Okay.
Mariano needs to get a lot of ships out to deal with those Chinampas. He doesn't want to attack them one at a time like that.
I mean,
that
killing the one.
I've never seen this trick before.
Dude, this is fucking brilliant. I love this. Victor, yeah, Grass and Groom says Victor Big Brain. Straight up, dude. This is This is innovation, baby. This is what we'd like to see. This is innovation. This isn't just a new Civ. This is straight up innovation. Oh, I love it.
200 IQ.
Yeah. Speaking of innovation, I think Victor needs to innovate in his real estate market because he has got a serious pop block right now. Ouch. Build those houses, brother.
Yeah.
Heroic already coming up for Mariano, 2%. So Ancestors Eclipse play, probably will see it inside the base of Victor. Victor already is queuing up dogs from the Warrior Priest now. This is what big play with Aztec is right now. He will also advance with Sipe Totek, so he will have the Hand of Fire and the Night Winds. Thing is, where is he gonna use them? Because we already have 2 monuments right now for Mariano, second one coming up by the second gold mine. So no god powers can really be casted inside the base. And beside of that, what the follow-up is going to be for Mariano? Because we already know that Victor will probably go for some noble quarters, maybe a Kamekak, to secure the other gold mine, because both of his gold mines are in the front. So I'm really curious to see what the follow-up is for Mariano.
I think Victor almost 100% is going for Eagle Knights. I remember that previous Anatolia game that I'm referencing. Okay, he's going for the settlement now. Okay, fine. With that previous game that I'm referencing, I remember him saying that he was very far behind in economy, but he had a bunch of nobles' quarters and a bunch of Eagle Knights, and he said that he has no idea. He doesn't know how Egyptian deals with Eagle Knights. Straight up, and he was fairly right, although he ended up losing the game, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm predicting some nobles quarters. There we go. There's 2 of them, nobles quarters and Eagle Knights. That's what I'm predicting, at least in the short term, to play through heroic.
I mean, the Axemen would counter them, but the Eagle Knights are so fast. That's the problem.
Well, would the axes counter them or spears? Would spears counter them? Eagle Knights, right?
I think
because they're
spears are pretty cheap. Like for how cheap they are, it might be the best option.
Okay.
Because the Eagle Knights will just destroy anything from the Migdal.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Okay, so I want to look on the right-hand side. We got Mariano, who's starting to break through the Chinampas with the war barges, but we have a couple of what are these called? Xochitonals.
Xochitonals, yeah.
Thank you, Snoke. We got a couple of those bad boys out. The free one, I think, and then he paid for one. Snoke's here for pronunciation, baby. Darth and I are retards when it comes to the Aztec pronunciation.
Dude, your pronunciation's gotten pretty good.
I mean, they spell it out, for Christ's sake. They spell it out, and in the description. But still, it's still a little bit, it's just different,
Yeah.
Big Darth pronunciation is mid-clan technically. I cannot do anything more than that. Sorry about that.
Just call him Mixmon.
There you go. Okay. Well, okay. So here's what I'm thinking, guys. Victor with the Chinampas, he's still doing okay. He's still doing just fine on water. He still has plenty of fish. But what I find really interesting is that he took his forward town center, and since Mariano has Ancestors Eclipse, if anything, he's just inviting the big ISIS D to be smacked right in his face.
Oh, yeah.
AE push on that town center.
He's going also for his third town center in the back right now.
Well, a Snoke, I think it's sketchy, bro. That's what I'm saying. I think it's sketchy, man. You're just asking to, lose your town center, I guess is what I'm saying.
Is this sketchy though? Is it?
I think so.
Surround his TC with some buildings right now.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. It doesn't, just youth barracks, nobles quarters, whatever, you just whatever. Big fight here, people.
Well, there's a lot of idle villagers right now. For Victor, like, way too long.
Oh my god, you're right. You're right on the gold mine. There we go. There's AE, and there's 2 siege towers and 3 elephants. Bro, let's see what those sacred dogs can do. They don't have the upgrade. Sacred dogs against ancestors, man. Or I guess the minions, you call them.
Yeah, for sure.
There's the Vills trying to take out the siege towers. There's 3 siege towers. Victor does have the Hand of Fire and the whatchamabucket Night Winds to after Eclipse is over, but I think the town center is going to be toast. Exactly, he's got to wait so he can maybe recover with the God Power combo, but he's taking damage here, man. He's taking some serious damage. I think the Sacred Dogs it's an okay counter to Ancestors Eclipse. Maybe more so if you can upgrade them with Xolotl.
Right.
Check it out, man.
The Cats doesn't have Xolotl.
Exactly. Yes. That's rough, dude.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny. You go and thinking about Tezca, or not going Kets because of you don't get Xolotl, knowing that you're playing against Ancestors Eclipse. Do you go for a god that can upgrade the Sacred Dogs? Do you just go for the better late game like Snoke explained earlier with Kets?
Well, at this point, Victor is in a very, 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 very difficult spot. He is down like 50 population. He still has Hands of Fire and Night Winds, which can deal with this whole army of. I think this is a bad use.
There's only 2 siege.
It doesn't do a lot. It really doesn't do much damage to the siege. Only the elephants most probably will die for that. Victor has the resource to go mythic though.
Wow, true.
He's not getting the market. Where is the market, bro? A mythic can give him something. Yeah, a mythic can really give him something. I mean, the army is looking scary for Mariano. Mariano is going for the heroic push here. He's starting also a trade route on the top. He's getting some camels. His eco will be insane. Okay, both players have half the water, so they will not invest in that. And this is a win for Mariano on water because he also has the more population on land. He doesn't really need to do anything else. He is 167 population and it's looking pretty grim for Victor.
Right. I think what he should have done, Victor, is as soon as he aged up, throw down like 7 or 8 nobles quarters, as we often see.
Yeah.
From other players like Anti-Raider, because the nobles quarters are slow to build and slow to train too. But
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, it would be a good unit comp here for sure.
He's getting the initiation rights now, but I think it's a little bit late. He has the resources to spam units. He's getting also heavy, but he coulda, woulda, shoulda make that earlier, because right now he's fighting with villagers. This is not really what you want to do against an ISIS that has 40 Cs.
Dude, he's barely holding on to that town center. Oh my god, is it gonna save that TC? Maybe not. Look at the follow-up from Mariano.
Tower
Chrono
push
JJ level shenanigans.
Yeah,
This game.
I agree. But wait, what is this? What
Ragnarok!
is this?
Game 7 Ragnarok, baby! Holy shit! The town center stays up! The villager Ragnarok, dude! The heavy...
Nobles, though.
Yes, exactly! The heavy Eagle Knights, man! They got several upgrades as well!
Wait. Are you going to say to me that Victor actually can clean this up and push back? Because I see
God.
140 population, even 136 right now for Mariano. His population is dropping and he's losing a lot of villagers, but at the same time, Victor has 38 villagers.
Oh my god, dude, and half of them are attacking!
He needs to remake his Tianguis
Yes!
for a favor and stuff.
Oh, dude, yes. Grass is calling the GG. Hold your horses, kid. Hold your horses, man. These Eagle Knights are sick.
Statistically speaking, where you are talking about someone to hold his horses, the game ends right away.
Dude. This is, see, Snoke, exactly what Snoke said. Dropping the instant Nobles quarters and going for the Eagle Knights. That's what I expected from Victor. But he delayed his Eagle Knights and he went for the town center first. And I think that's partially why he's in the position that he is right now.
Gotcha.
Let's see if Eagle Knights can save the day, man. Those things are upgraded. They got what? They got several upgrades. I mean, they're heavy, plus trinket armor, plus they train faster with initiation rights. I think you mentioned that one, Snoke, right?
Right, but now he's kind of wasting them, unfortunately.
He's running out of steam. I mean, it's one thing to kill the enemy army. You can demolish the enemy army, but he, he's still down on 4 town centers. I don't think with all those Eagle Knights, I don't know if he'd be able to take it a town center. And yeah, like you said, he's at half of the population, 82 compared to 183. What?
It's not looking too good. Consistency is key in an RTS game. And Mariano right now. Look at the flood of the units right now. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's just villagers for Victor. This is the last stand of the Aztecs.
Snoke, you didn't tell us that Aztec had Ragnarok. What's happening here?
Those commoners have extra HP.
They do, because of the Kets? Is it because they're Kets? Okay.
I don't think it's gonna matter at this point.
I don't know if that's enough, dude. Unbelievable, man.
If he can't secure a gold mine, he's done.
Bro,
look at the queue. Look at the production queue for Mariano. It's insane.
Wow, yeah. Wow.
He's getting everything.
I think this is it. I think it's virtually impossible for Victor to come back into this. The Eagle Knights are sick, but are they that sick? If you got villagers that are also fighting, I don't know if they're that sick. Oh my god, dude.
What a run has been for Victor though, guys.
He says GG. He calls the GG. That's it, the finals! Mariano wins! Straight up, everybody! Mariano goes undefeated. He has lost games, but he's gone undefeated in this tournament so far. He wins every single one of his games. He does not go into the loser's bracket at all. Mariano takes it straight up. What a hell of a series, man. What a hell of a tournament. Round of applause, everybody.
Well played, well played. What a game, what a series. Victor was my dark horse to win the tournament, but I'm really so proud of this guy. This guy has been improving a lot the last couple of years, and he's getting there with the top players.
Aztec, man. Aztec. Like, he revolutionized, he pioneered strategy, he set meta, he gets second place in the tournament. Round of applause for Victor, everybody. Round of applause. What are your thoughts, Snoke? What are your thoughts? What do you think about Game 7? Is ISIS just OP on Anatolia? Well, maybe that's it. Simple as that. ISIS OP on Anatolia.
No, I think Victor could have played it differently.
I agree, dude. I agree.
But yeah, he definitely got his way with ISIS for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Mariano's your new way Tlatoani, but they're both worthy of the title.
They're definitely both worthy, man. Wow.
And that was a great series. Awesome tournament overall, I think.
I completely agree, man.
Maiden, we did this too, right? We casted the whole tourney. We did it.
For the most part, we got, between the two of us, we got pretty much all the series, man. There's maybe a couple that we missed, but we pretty much got everything between the two of us, right?
Yeah.
Revan, for sure. I mean, Revan went above and beyond.
Dude.
Yeah. I was on a rampage the last couple of weeks in order to get into this date, the 9th of July. I had this on my calendar every single day. I was like, okay, we have to make it. We have to make it. We have to make it. We have to make it.
Dude, before we talk too much generally about, thinking about Game 7 here, if you look at the military units, I wonder if look at the military unit timeline, right? As soon as Mariano goes heroic, he instantly gets amygdala and starts spamming units. It takes him some time to, finally start pushing, but he instantly starts getting units. Whereas Victor, it takes him a second to actually start producing. It takes him a second. A lot of the units he had were sacred dogs, which were unupgraded, by the way. So I really think, I wonder if going for that town center, the forward town center, instead of going for the straight Eagle Warrior play, I wonder if that shot him in the foot. Like I said, if you take that forward TC, that's just a big target for ISIS. For an Ancestors Eclipse push, that's just a big target. His own god power combination was okay. It kind of, helped him survive for a second. But the Ring of Fire, Hand of Fire, and Night Winds.
It's usually not as powerful as the Ancestors Eclipse combo.
Sure. I think he maybe could have, found a better opportunity to use it, but still. So Snoke, you think that ultimately Aztec is viable against ISIS on Anatolia? You think so?
Absolutely. You just got to get the Nobles units out on time, and he didn't.
Yeah.
He just ran him over.
I think that ultimately the fact that Victor is still fishing on both sides, that's like a win in and of itself. Because, it's so easy for ISIS to just be completely overpowered. You get the free Leviathan, blah, blah, blah. So I think the fact that Victor's still fishing, that's a win in and of itself. ISIS is so strong on this map. Jeez.
The Chinampa wall is one of the best things I've seen.
Yes.
In tournament for sure, at least. But yeah, I mean, it's not going to hold up against the siege canoes, but it seems like a viable strategy.
I agree, bro. I agree.
Very funny.